You have spent your entire life playing by the rules. You keep your head down. You treat people with respect. You swallow your anger, and you wait for the universe to reward your quiet nobility. But look around. The people who push past others are often the ones running the world. You were taught that being a good person is the ultimate virtue, the shield that protects you from the hardships of life. It isn't a shield. It is a vulnerability. The uncomfortable truth that Robert Greene has repeatedly revealed through his study of power and human nature is that what you call goodness is often the exact mechanism of your own disadvantage. Your morality is not always a conscious choice. It can become a cage built by people who understand power better than you do. And today, we are going to dismantle that cage. But once you see the architecture of your own submission, you can never go back to sleep. The tragedy of your existence is not that the world is bad. The tragedy is that you have been conditioned to respond to a difficult world by making yourself entirely defenseless. You look at the people walking away with the prize, and you sit in the dark, consoling yourself with the thought that at least you have your integrity. But what is that integrity actually worth if it only serves to keep you at the bottom of the hierarchy? We are going to dissect the anatomy of human morality. We are going to look at the lie of the good person. There is a bitter pill you must swallow before we go any further. Most of what you consider your goodness is not goodness at all. It is hesitation perfectly disguised as morality. Robert Greene has repeatedly shown how human beings create noble explanations for behaviors that are actually rooted in weakness, fear, and self-preservation. He observed a pattern that appears throughout history. The people without power often redefine their limitations as virtues. They transform necessity into morality. Look at your own life. How many times have you claimed you were being forgiving when, in reality, you were simply too hesitant to demand justice? How many times have you been patient when you were actually just frozen by indecision? How many times have you prided yourself on being peaceful when the difficult truth is that you are simply harmless? Being harmless is not a virtue if you cannot defend yourself, if you cannot project strength, if you are incapable of standing your ground. You are not peaceful. You are vulnerable. A rabbit is harmless. It is not moral. It simply lacks the ability to be anything else. This is the exact disadvantage you face in competitive social environments. Psychological studies consistently document the nice guy disadvantage. You enter the workplace, the dating market, or the social arena with a covert contract. The contract dictates that if you are pleasant, accommodating, and self-sacrificing, the world owes you respect, love, and promotion. You put coins of niceness into the machine expecting the jackpot of success to dispense. When it doesn't happen, when the aggressive colleague takes credit for your work, or the manipulative partner breaks your heart, you do not question the contract. You double down. You become even more accommodating. You suffer quietly. You turn your suffering into a badge of honor. You tell yourself, I am a good person, and they are wrong. This is the ultimate self-deception. Your goodness is an economic transaction that has bankrupted you. You are playing a game of chess where you have voluntarily removed all your attacking pieces, believing the opponent will take pity on your defenseless king. The opponent does not feel pity. The opponent feels indifference. You must stop confusing your fear of conflict with moral superiority. Until you develop the capacity for firmness, your kindness means absolutely nothing. It is merely the default setting of the powerless. If goodness is just disguised weakness, then what happens to those who are genuinely, deeply pure of heart? What happens to the rare individual who actually operates from a place of authentic altruism? That is where the next revelation begins. This is the most devastating truth you will face today. Society does not always reward genuine goodness. It often isolates it, marginalizes it, and gradually pushes it aside. If you want to see the blueprint of this pattern, you must look at Fyodor Dostoevsky's masterpiece, The Idiot. Dostoevsky set out to write a novel about a perfectly beautiful, perfectly good man, Prince Mishkin. The prince is entirely without malice. He does not play political games. He tells the absolute truth. He forgives people instantly. He sees the soul of everyone he meets and treats them with unconditional grace. He is thrown into the aristocratic society of 19th century St. Petersburg, a society built on greed, vanity, manipulation, and ego. What is the result? Does his goodness elevate the society? Do the corrupt aristocrats become inspired by his purity and change their ways? No, they pull him apart. They mistake his kindness for foolishness. They use his forgiveness as permission to take advantage of him repeatedly. They drain his generosity until he has nothing left. And worst of all, his pure existence unsettles their consciences so deeply that they begin to actively resent him. By the end of the novel, the sheer weight of their corruption overwhelms him entirely. This is not just a Russian novel. This is the exact architecture of human group dynamics. When you enter a corrupt institution, whether it is a toxic corporate office, a dysfunctional family, or a manipulative social circle, and you attempt to operate with pure ethics, you do not fix the system. You become the system's primary challenge. Psychologists study a phenomenon known as moral injury. It occurs when an individual is forced to witness or participate in actions that violate their deep